Hey there, in today's video, we are going to delve deeper into the heart of ISO 10991 biological risk management. What is it? Why is it crucial? And how do you identify and manage potential biological hazards? Let us unravel the mystery together. Let us start with what is biological risk management. Biological risk management is a systemic approach to ensuring that medical devices are safe when they come into contact with the human body. Under ISO 10991, this process evaluates the potential risks posed by materials used in devices and determines how to mitigate them. Think of it as a safety net, ensuring that no material in your device will cause harm, whether it is skin irritation, toxicity, or long term adverse effects. Without it, we are essentially gambling with patients' safety, and that is a risk no one should take. The principles of biological risk management in ISO 10991 revolve around three core steps. The first is hazard identification, recognizing any potential biological risks associated with the material or the processes. Number two is risk evaluation, determining the likelihood and severity of those hazards. Number third is risk control, implementing measures to mitigate these risks to acceptable levels. Let us say your medical device uses a specific type of polymer. The first step is to ask, does this polymer release chemicals that could be toxic? The second step is to evaluate. If it does, what is the probability of harm occurring and how severe would it be? Finally, you decide on controls like changing the material or adding a coating to reduce risk. When it comes to identifying biological hazards, ISO 10991 provides a checklist of potential risk. Number one is cytotoxicity. Could the material kill cells? Number two is sensitization. Could it trigger an allergic reaction? Number third is irritation. Could it cause redness or swelling? Number fourth is systemic toxicity. Could it harm organs or systems after prolonged use? Number fifth is xenotoxicity, carcinogenicity, and reproductive toxicity. Could it damage DNA, cause cancer, or affect reproduction? Identifying these hazards requires an in-depth understanding of your material, how they interact with the body, and the conditions under which they are used. For example, a material that is safe on the skin might not be safe when implanted inside the body. Here is how you can systematically identify hazards. Number one is start with the material characterization. Understand the physical, chemical, and biological properties of your materials. Number two is review literature and data. Check if there is existing information about the safety of these materials. Number third is simulate real-world use. Consider how the device will be used, including its duration and type of contact with the body. Number fourth is perform preliminary biological test. Begin with the simple tests like cytotoxicity to identify potential red flags. A great resource to start with is a thorough material database. Many manufacturers save time and cost using materials with a known history of biocompatibility. Here are some common mistakes to avoid. Number one, assuming materials are inherently safe. Just because a material is widely used doesn't mean it is safe for your specific application. Number two is skipping risk assessments for the short-term devices. Even brief exposure can cause harm if the material isn't evaluated properly. Number third is failing to consider additives or byproducts. Manufacturing processes can introduce substances that weren't present in the raw material. By being thorough in your hazard identification, you lay the foundation for a safer device and smoother regulatory approval. Now, what is next? Managing risks effectively. Once you have identified potential hazards, the next step is to manage those risks effectively. This involves choosing appropriate biological tests, documenting your findings, and implementing design changes where necessary. We will cover this in detail in an upcoming video. Don't miss it, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. And if you found today's video helpful, hit the like button and share it with your colleagues in the medical device industry. Thanks for joining me on this journey to understand biological risk management. Remember, a safe device isn't just a regulatory requirement, it is a commitment to patients' health and trust. I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much.